There's nobody here but you, and I'm watching Sesame Street all by yourself.
And it's a don't leave. Today, if you go to Africa, you find a place called Tanzania. There's a big park of animals. All these animals are beautiful colors and shades. The ugliest thing you'll find there was ugly, muddy red color. That's the story about how all the animals that you see in the zoo that are from Africa are ugly colors.
Fancy that you could be carefree and almost as happy as we see how we're blessed with so much zest, with every button buttoned and every press pressed, we're dressed on West.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, what happened then? Oh, yeah? Oh, that means you're happy, huh? Yeah? Well, what happened? Oh, no, really?
Bands, the Grand Old Sesame Street Opry proudly presents Sesame Street Country Sweetheart, Miss Polly Darton.
And now, even though I'm deeply grieving, I'm waving goodbye to you. No longer you'll be here. And while my poor feelings are still smarting, I'm waving goodbye to you. Yeah, I'll miss you from stem to stern. And so if our heartstrings are unraveling, I'm waving goodbye to you with my hair. Oh yeah, I love you, I really do. And so every single part. Close! Closed.
All right now, will the Sesame Street chapter of the future first graders of America please come to order?
Oh, being a future first.
Today, we're going to practice doing something very important. We're going to practice...
Didn't know that first graders actually listen.
Oh, yeah. They listen to each other and to their teacher. Why, lots of listeners to hear. And, of course, you have to pay attention to what you hear. So is everybody ready to give list?
Bird.
Snuffy, you can't talk and listen at the same time.
Sorry.
One day, came upon a beautiful sleeping princess. She had lovely long eyelashes and beautiful eyes and a nice furry Aloysius. Tried to wake her up. He started by saying, "Hey, princess, wake up." But no, wake up the sleeping princess.
a jar made of glass that I carry with me to stuff things in that make me laugh.
Not a mic.
I carry my jar all around town, and I look for the people who frown.
People.
And whenever I see their mouths
People.
upside down and their faces all shriveled with scowls, I show them my jar. People usually...
They do sound alike.
Okay, well now that you know that, well, we're going to make up a poem, okay?
What will the poem be about, Bird?
Don't eat. You're always ready to eat.
Cabbages.
No, well, see, Snuffy, it has to rhyme with ready.
Oh.
Spaghetti.
Oh, I think that might work. I'm always ready to eat spaghetti.
Good rhyming.
Now,
Yeah.
let me try the next one all by myself.
Shoot.
Bird is my best friend. The name is Snuffy. I'm big and fluffy. I'm always ready to eat spaghetti. Bird is my best friend. The end.
Oh, Snuffy, that was beautiful.
Fun
I don't believe
and
this.
one.
The letter L. Sack. Locomotive. Locomotive.
Tonight because of a fire in their apartment building earlier today. Prince George's County fire officials say that the cause of the Larchdale apartment fire is still under investigation. The blaze started in the basement and caused $300,000 in damage.
There's enough fire damage, there's sufficient enough structural damage to the building that we'll have to condemn the portion that was that the fire was contained in, and that building itself will then have to be rebuilt.
Will join us when we return.
On the weather in the past 4 days. And this evening, authorities in Minnesota, Kansas, Iowa, and other Midwestern states are warning Thanksgiving travelers to drive as little as possible because of freezing rain and high winds.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm in Washington. I think after I get through in the next couple of minutes, you...
Don't touch anything. No hide and go seek. When we tell you you have to come back, you have to come back quick. I mean, originally we came here, but
I needed for my tools. Oh, I better ask Oscar if I can have it.
What is it now?
Oscar, I really need this box. Can I have it, please?
I haven't finished it yet.
Finished it?
Yeah, I haven't finished reading it, see? Yeah. Fragile. Handle with care. Hey, what's it say on the other side? I haven't read that yet. Keep in a cool place. Okay, you can have it now.
Well, that's interesting. You know, I knew that you kept a lot of boxes, but I didn't know that you read them.
Oh, yeah. Empty boxes, empty cans, anything that comes my way. Why, us grouches just love to read trash.
Hey, look at this, buddy. Look. See this can? It's a classic. It says condensed tomato soup. On the back, as we read.
Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letters L and T and by the number 10. Sesame Street is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. Yep.
Families are homeless this Thanksgiving Eve due to an apartment fire, and Gary Reels will have that story. New inflation figures are out, and even though the rate is up, it is still regarded as good news. John Spropoulos will explain why. Kathleen Matthews reports on a controversy over new television commercials for the Boy Scouts. Some stations won't allow them on the air. And Lark McCarthy reports on a woman who is using her own money to provide Thanksgiving dinner for 500 area residents. Join David Shoemaker and me next for the 6 o'clock report.
From News 7,
This is 5 minutes and we're done.
with David Shoemaker, Renee
Now look at the
Prasad,
news and talk about the news. Steph, you're the oldest. Talk about it. Now look at the TV.
Sit down.
Good evening. It is a mixed blessing on this Thanksgiving for 14 Prince George's County families. A 2-alarm fire gutted their apartments at a complex in Laurel, but of course they are safe, and now the building's management has found them shelter nearby. News 7's Gary Reels has their story.
The first fire unit saw the smoke from 3 miles away. When they arrived, the apartment building at Larchdale Woods was heavily involved with fire. One resident, a volunteer firefighter himself, told us the flames were out of control.
I saw a twister of flame going across the roof about 50 feet high. It started on this end and went over there and then the front face and collapsed onto the ground.
It took firefighters about an hour to bring the flames under control. A trench was cut through the roof to keep the fire from spreading to adjoining units. Throughout this morning before Thanksgiving, stunned residents of the apartments returned from their jobs to see what remained of their homes.
They say there's a lot of smoke damage, and they say there might be some burn. I don't know exactly. And my dog's dead. She went under the bed. She'd be too scared. I told him where to look, and she's dead.
With the exception of one firefighter who was overcome by smoke, there were no injuries, but damage was heavy, estimated at $300,000.
Nothing suspicious about the fire. The rapid fire spread can probably be attributed to the fact that the balconies in these buildings are wooden. Once that fire got out into the balconies, it went straight up the side of the building, right into the roof.
The management of the development will help the
smoke or water damage, but even so, many store owners expect to reopen on Friday after lunch. The fire is believed to have been caused by faulty wiring in an air conditioning system. In Dayton, Ohio, 1 man was killed and 22 other people hurt. Fire raced through a motel complex. Officials say many residents did not know that they should leave their rooms because the desk clerk had turned off the hallway fire alarm system. The clerk thought he'd contained the fire in a trash bin. The motel had been checked by fire inspectors just last month and found it had an excellent fire alarm system. A D.C. firefighter who fractured his skull when he fell off a fire truck died from his injuries today. 24-year-old Calvin Steve was en route to a fire 3 weeks ago when he fell off the truck at North Capitol Street and Florida Avenue. He has been in a coma since the accident. Steve's death is the first job-related fatality among B.C. firefighters since 1971.
On this busiest travel day of the year, hundreds of striking Greyhound bus drivers in the counties rallied in cities across the nation to show support for their 21-day on-air.
The 7's Mary Kranicki is standing by with a live report from National Airport.
David, once you get to this point, once you are parked at National Airport, most of your troubles are almost over. And there is still parking available. You may have to walk a little bit, you may have to take a shuttle, but there are parking places out here. The trouble is the traffic. As you can see, it's backed up. It has been backed up for a